Hello, I'm Mr. Cable,
And I'm Miss Landers.
and we're here to talk to you about lab biology, what we're going to learn in the course, and the general expectations for the year.
We know that the school year is very different than years past, and so we just want you to know right off the bat that we are here to help your son or daughter achieve as best they can this year.
Yep, we want to see everybody be successful. So we're going to switch to a slideshow so we can go over what we want to share with you. So with the next few minutes, I'm going to share general expectations, talk about Google Classroom a little bit, Google Meet, and general things. And if you have any questions, my email is on the bottom. It's kcable@hazlitt.org. Please reach out to me at any time if you have questions. So about the class. So the expectations, I told every student all the time, they are responsible for their success. The teachers, we will help them as best we can. And as long as the students put the initiative in and that good effort, they will be successful. Phone policy, because we are on a hybrid model. In class, of course, phones should be totally away, either in the student's pocket or bag, and of course on silent or off. At home, we do ask students to keep the phone away from them during instructional time, so it's not distracting them. Grading. There is a document on the Google Classroom page under course resources. It's called Course Overview. That has specifics on grading and a lot of the formal rules and stuff that was shared with the students the first day of school. That stays up on Google Classroom all year under course resources. So you can go on Google Classroom with your child and look that over if you like. A lot of the things I'm going to mention in this presentation as well. Materials and organization. The Chromebooks are vital this year. We know the freshmen, they're waiting on getting new ones. But in the meantime, they have to really take care of the ones they currently have to the best of their ability and make sure they charge them. We've learned being on Google Meet a lot is draining the batteries very quickly. So we do ask that students charge their Chromebooks on a daily basis. In the biology classroom here, we have outlets all around the room at the desks, so students are encouraged to bring their charger to school with them as well. Regarding assignments, there is almost always something to do in some manner. So it could be working on a digital notebook. It could be reviewing vocabulary with Quiz Is. It's an interactive vocabulary practice we're using in biology. There's video activities. There's reviewing the classroom slides. So in this class, we have Google Slides as our digital textbook. So everything is custom made based off of the official textbook. And we have them as Google Slides just so it's easy to post on Google Classroom, share with students, and they can look at it at any time they wish. Speaking of Google Classroom, that is our main class website. So students are encouraged to and responsible for checking that on a daily basis, especially on our current hybrid model, because a lot of things are being posted on Google Classroom directly. So things that are there are resources, assignments, announcements, reminders, and more. Pretty much everything is going through Google Classroom. So I encourage students to have that application downloaded on their phone. It's been very useful for students in the past to get those little notification icons. While they may not check them all right then and there, they'll at least remember, oh, hey, I got to check something later. There's something new on one of my classes. Because while we don't always have our Chromebook with us, we probably almost always have our phones with us. Okay. This was sent out earlier in the year, so just a quick few reminders. So all students, no matter if they are hybrid or full virtual, are expected to be signed into their classrooms during their instructional hours. So primarily, that's meaning on Google Meet. And just a reminder that all teachers are delivering curriculum to students as if we're on a full day of school. So the bottom point here, I really want to emphasize that students will be required to complete a certain amount of assignments at home independently beyond the scheduled school day on our current hybrid model. We want to progress through the curriculum as best we can. Some quick pointers and tips for Google Meet. So the Google Meet expectations. Students have been great with this for the first week and a half of school. It's been really awesome. A few things we've noticed, though, that students need to remind themselves to do is make sure they're sitting up, they're dressed appropriately. It's pretty much like they're in school. So they should be at a table or a desk or somewhere sitting up in a comfortable environment and ready to learn. I have a few things about the grade portal I'd like to share with everyone that in years past they were not aware of. So the way I use the grade portal is, I encourage students to check it as well as the parents. But I treat it like a living document. We update it frequently. And if you see zeros in there, don't freak out right away. If something's not turned in on time, I almost always put a 0 in there as a placeholder. So that way, both I, the student, and as well as you, the parent and guardian, know that has not been submitted yet. And I almost always also put a little note with a comment. So the way to check the notes from your perspective on there, I believe you click on the assignment and there's a little drop down button, and then you'll see any notes that were published with the assignment. So we are all in this together. We want to see our students, your sons and daughters, be as successful as possible. So I ask that all parents and guardians please keep open communication with me regarding their progress as they go for the year, any challenges they're having, any questions you may have. Definitely please stay in touch with me. Digital communication is probably more important this year than ever before. The students know I'm available for extra help. They just have to ask, and then we will schedule something, we will plan something, and we have a million options now in regards to how we can do that. So those are the main things I would like to share with you. I just want to switch to another tab here. If I show you Google Classroom, so this is one of the biology classes Google Classrooms. I have them all set up the same way this year. So if you go to the classwork section, down toward the bottom, this is where the course resources are. So there's a lot of helpful things I put for the students in here. The thing I want to show you here is the course overview, important info. So this is what we traditionally call the course syllabus. So it has more detailed info as far as, the course intro, my contact information, materials, using Google Classroom, all that stuff. As far as the main topics we cover throughout the year in biology, we go through, right now we're learning what science is and how and why it works. Then we progress into the intro to biology. We learn about cell biology, like everything encompassed in cell biology. We cover genetics, heredity, biological evolution, microbiology, which is all about bacteria, viruses, and pathogenic microbes. And then toward the end of the year, we get to ecology. So within some of those units, there's like smaller subunits, but those are the main themes of this level biology course at the high school. So at this point, I would like to thank you very much for your time. I'm very excited to have your son or daughter in class this year, and we're going to have an awesome year. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Thank you and have a good day.